All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome tonight on the Speaker Show. Oh my goodness, I am super happy to be here with each and every one of you. And I'm hoping, I just want us to have a very good and wonderful time tonight together because I have great things that I really want to share with us tonight. And before I get into that, let me just give you a little bit of intro. Now, for some of you who are just joining for the first time, who don't know who I am, my name is Niniola Fatai, and I'm the host of the Speaker Show. Now, the Speaker Show is a place of inspiration, motivation, where minds are being liberated through reasoning. So, we encourage, we motivate, we inspire on the speaker show. So, which means that because we strongly believe that each and every one has been created for something wonderful, for something special. And it is important that, you explore it, you walk into it. So, this is the reason why we have the speaker show to guide you, to support you in any way that we can. All right. And then to we're also doing other things behind the scene, so we support foundations, and we support like charities. So there's so much that we do, not just on the show itself, but other things that we also do behind the scene as well. So thank you one more time for joining me on the speaker show tonight. All right, so let's dive into what we want to talk about tonight. Because you see, this particular topic, I see it as something very fascinating because it's very important for us. If you don't plan your life, you know, nothing is going to work out. There's this quote that each and every one of us that we're very used to, and I'm gonna say it, and it goes by, a goal without a plan is just a wish. And in order for you to understand that, even in churches, in religious places, they preach the same thing. Like, you need to have a goal, you need to have a plan, you know. So your plan, if it's not aligned, if you do every other thing and nothing else is, you don't have a good plan. You're just more like wasting your time. So I just want you to understand the importance of having an effective plan in your life. Because when you have a good plan, trust me, things are going to go smoothly. You won't struggle because you're going to work according to the plan. Even though there's going to be something that is going to shake, or maybe something else is going to come up later, you're going to be aware. You're going to be, you're going to, you're going to be prepared for what is to come. And that is because you have an effective plan at hand. So, planning is very important. And that's really what I want to talk about, because this topic, like I've always said, I just don't come up with some things sometimes because I look at what people are actually requesting, what people are saying, what is more important, and based on that is what we talk about. So, I'm just going to tell you that I just want you to sit down, relax, let's have a good time, like I said before. All right, so I've got 7 point right here that I'm really going to emphasize on. And I just want you to take notes, you know. It might not be everything that will fall in for you, but just take note because something somehow might fall in for you. So one of the 7 point that I really want to talk about is when you're planning, it is very crucial for you to design your life like a portfolio. The first time my mentor said that to me, Nini, does design your life like a portfolio. I didn't get it the first time because I was like, what do you mean by design your life like a portfolio? Okay, so am I going to be putting my life down on a sheet of paper, or I didn't get it the first time. But then as time goes by, I realized the importance of you, having a steady plan. You know, think about it. When you have a portfolio that you want to present to a company, you might have one, you might not have one, which is okay. Think about it like your resume that you want to have. What do you do on your resume? You put yourself, you put the things that your ability, your strengths, your skills, your education, you put everything together. Why? So you can be presented properly, right? That you plan for that job. That's why you put the resume. Think about it. You're going in an office environment, and you're giving them a resume for a warehouse. Those two does not work. They will tell you that you're in the wrong place. So when they tell you that you're in the wrong place, it affects so many things. Okay. So this is why you need to design your life like a portfolio. Diverse your time and energy investment across across keys that will actually help your life in different area. For example, what I'm saying is that, you know and for example is like, you identify your life, like your career, your learning, your health, your relationship, your creativity, rest time, personal time for your life, personal time for yourself. Assign intentional time, you know, weekly for this. Because when you have a portfolio down and you're putting your life into it, you take time, you do it with details, you do it effectively, you do it efficiently, you know. Avoid over investing in one area at the expense of others, because you're going to burn out at the end of the day. So, every morning, what I would like you to do every morning, do career workout. What do I mean by career workout? Especially for those people, especially for students, who are just trying to, like, stabilize themselves, or maybe like new immigrants into the country, that they're trying to, like, find their place, like, how to go around, how to do their things, which this is for you. And another example that you could take is, like, let's say, for example, in the morning, you work out on yourself. In the afternoon, you take a walk. In the evening, you read a book, a journal, or maybe probably you just relax without doing much. This way, you grow faster when you balance and not burn out. I used to be that person that I was always burn out, because like, there's so many skills that I can count that I'm good at. So many. But at the end of the day, I realized that I usually get burnt out, because if I put energy in this, I put energy at the same time, I'm putting energy in five things, and they end up not working out the way I want. And I get upset. I feel nothing is working. I get burnt out, I get tired, I get exhausted, until I learn the proper way to do things, the proper way to put your plan in place, the proper way to go with every day, morning, afternoon, and night. So I learned that, and I'm encouraging you to do the same. Now, the second point that I want to share with us is plan for energy, not just time. You see, this one is very, very important, because the core idea of this is for you to align your tasks with your natural energy. Very important. Whatever you're doing, let it balance with your own, let it flow with your own energy at your own pace. Don't do something that is too high, that will make you fall out. Plan for energy, not just the time. And how to do this is by you track your energy across the day for a week. Just do that, for example, in a week. Just track your energy. It's possible. You can do it and you can achieve it. I'm telling you. You know, do high focus tasks like writing, strategizing, when you feel sharp, when you feel like, yes, I've got it, because in a week we always have those times that we just have that energy up so high that we're like, I got this, I can do this. And then we have, and the funniest thing is that I realize that most times, like, those high energy, they come less. Okay. And the ones that, like, you kind of feel casual about the day is even higher. And the ones that you're like, no, I feel like doing nothing. So you need to understand those three steps. When you understand that, you can have a proper and effective plan. If you track your energy across the day for a week, it will help you. Do high focus tasks, like writing, like I said. When you feel you're up for it, save routine taxes, like, tax, like for example, like emails, meetings, like, for low energy period. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm saying, but, like, the wait, you need to learn how to balance your life. That's what I'm trying to say for you. You know, if you can balance your life, honestly, it will help you a lot, because these are the things that I practice in my own personal life, and it works tremendously. And that's why I'm teaching that to you tonight. You know, low energy can go for emails, meetings, like, especially meetings that they are not important. You save that for later things. But, the high energy, when you feel high, when you feel like, yes, you got it, do the writing, do the strategic things, come up with ideas. What can you do? Use that time to think of something meaningful, to think of something important to you. When you can key into that, when you can take advantage of what I'm telling you, it will help you a lot. It means that, like, you're not just in for the time, but you're planning according to your energy, and that will help you, not just the 24 hours, because the 24 hours will run past you, and at the end of the day you do nothing. And maybe probably your productivity at the end of the day will be low. It won't be as high as you hope for at the end of the way. So practice this little, this little technique, and it will help you a lot. And I can give you another example of something that you can actually practice again. For example, take a look at, let's say, from 9 a.m., the general time in Ontario or even in Canada, to start up, 9 a.m. Only people who want more, you know, they get up earlier than that. But just the normal fixed time, let's think about it. From 9 to 11 a.m., you're learning a new skills. What is it that you're learning between that time? It could be anything, anything. It could even be a page in a book that you read. It could be a page, or it could be something, it could be anything, but just something new that you're not used to doing. Now, from 2 to 3 p.m., maybe admin, or maybe, casual networking. These you can practice on the weekend if you're the type that you go to work in the morning and then, come back in the evening. These are the things that the wealthy people use to build. And because a lot of people are not willing to take this little step, to plan these little things, they see it as something casual, that it is okay. It's not important, and that is why they serve under others. And you have the potential to own a company. Who says that you can't build in Canada? Who says that you can own in Canada? Who says that? You have the power to become whatever you choose to become. You have the power to do anything that you want. And lastly, 8 p.m., reflective time, journal, like I said, because that's very, very important. Or even creative writing, like I said earlier on. These things will help you, they will help you a lot. Time is fixed, but yet the energy fluctuates. And this is why people end up not doing much at the end of the week. So plan accordingly. But most importantly, I want to tell you, don't let your day, your life, don't let it be just about your 9 to 5 job, from 9 to 3 job. Don't let your life be like that. And the next thing that you do, you get home, you eat, you relax, maybe hang out with some friend, and don't let your life be like that. There's so much more that you can do, that you can achieve in your life. And the third thing that I want to share with us, I won't be able to share everything because these are very important points that we need to pay attention to, that we need to do, because if you don't, you're just gonna realize that the time just keep going, keep going, keep going. And time wait for no man. And you're getting older and older and older. And then that's why you see people who are older, and then you'll be like, okay, what have you achieved? What have you done? They haven't done much, So I just want you to, my aim for you is for you to do well, is for you to excel in whatever that you do. And I hope that, that the speaker show in one way or the other will be of great advantage, great impact, in your life. So let's continue with what I'm saying. And then we're gonna take a little 30 seconds, and then we're gonna go back to the third one that I want to tell you. And then that one is very, very important, which is work in 90 days. I've heard this thing. Like, I heard this thing, like, I think it was 2013 or so. I heard that. Like, very, very important. Work in 90 days. If you can work it out in 90 days, trust me, it's going to become a part of you. But the issue is that many people are not ready to be committed for that 90 days. And that's why we're going to get in. We're going to get in. I don't want to talk much right now. So let's go for a quick short break, and then we're going to be right back. I'll see you soon. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. That was quick. All right. Okay. So let's continue. Like I said, work in 90 days. The idea behind this is for you to break your year into a focused quarter with clear targets. Very, very important. And how do you do this? Pick 1 to 3 main goals for the next 90 days. That's one. The second thing that I would like you to do is for you to set a weekly milestone that build towards the goal that you want. Okay, these are part of your plans. Okay, and the third thing is for you to reveal it monthly. Reset quarterly. You see, I was at a conference in Ottawa, and I heard one of the guest speakers says he said, you know, if you can break through for 90 days, then the rest of the things becomes very easy. At first, I was like, okay, sometimes you hear some things and then you'll be like, okay, okay. But later, after I reflected on it, after I gave it a deep thought, I'm like, it is very, very true, because in most times, like, majority of folks find it difficult to stay consistent for 90 days on a particular goal. Go ask anybody. Like, take a deep thought yourself. What is that one thing that you actually focus on for 90 days, and tell me the result of it in your life? Did it become part of you? Did it become like, was it something that end up not working out? Did you actually complete the 90 days? It's a very powerful tool when you're planning in your life, when you're setting a plan for yourself, when you're either personal growth or maybe for the future, maybe career wise. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever your plans are, if you can risk, if you can be committed, if you can be determined, if you can be consistent with 90 days, with a particular goal that you want to achieve, with a particular task that you have in mind, then you're going to see a great result. In my line of business, it is very important for us to practice 90 days. And it is something that has really, really worked with the team. And I'm passing this on to you that it works. If you can survive it, it becomes a part of you. Is it cold call? Is like, you want to make calls to others? You have a business plan. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Calling people, making calls, customer service, get on it. Don't waste time. Don't procrastinate about it. Don't let distraction take your goal away from you. Don't let people that can't even survive the 90 days on their own, that it's a struggle for them. Don't let them decide. Don't let them determine how you can survive it. I keep saying this to each and every one. We have got it. What we need to excel, what we need to succeed, what we need to prosper is within us. It is within us. If anyone can make it happen, that will be you. No one else. It doesn't matter if you're a woman, it doesn't matter if you're a man, it doesn't matter. And especially to the woman out there, you got to get up and do something. You got to get up and plan for yourself. Because if you do nothing, see, people these days, they're attracted. They attract like-minded people. They attract people with something in their head. They attract people who knows what they are doing. So if you are someone that you're just wasting your time, especially as a young lady, as a young man, and you're expecting that others will keep doing it for you, you're wasting your time. Because no matter how much people try to help you, no matter how much people can invest in you, if you don't do your part, they will eventually give up. And it's hard to find that one person that will not give up on you. That will be a story for another day. So back to what I was saying. If you can plan the 90 days, trust me, there's nothing else that you can overcome. Could it be failure? Could it be fear? Could it be doubt? There's nothing that you can't overcome. And I mean what I'm telling you. I've experienced it. I've done it. I still do it. If you need that change, trust me. If you need the change in your life, practice the 90 days. Trust me. Practice the 90 days. You are going to see the results. All right. So we're going to move on to that because we're going to be rounding up shortly. Yes. Okay. So I'm super excited. This is going tremendously. Okay. All right. So, and I've got my people right here. All right. So each and every one, thanks for joining me. All right. So we're going to continue and, yeah. So we're going to go to the fourth one. Okay. So the fourth one that I want to tell you is this: track progress by system, not just outcome. Very important. What do I mean by that? Measure the input you control, not just the output. Sandeep Manas, he always say this to me every time. He says, Nini, you can only control what is within you, what you have the power to, but you can't control what is out there. You can't control what is out there. There are some things that you just don't have control over. And what do you do? What do you do when you get to that stage, when you get to that point in your life? But I'm telling you this, that you measure the input you control, not just the output. How do you do this? Just by you build daily or weekly habits that aligns with long-term goal. See, a lot of time we hear good motivational words. You know, we hear good things that could actually help us, but immediately when we hear this, it ends there. But if you can make use of them, your life is going to be great. The people that did it back then, how they did it is different from how you are going to do it now, how you're going to achieve what you want now. So there are some certain things that you need to practice, you need to work on, so you can be that great person. That greatness in you can show. Build daily or weekly habit that aligns with your long-term goal. Track competition. Track them, not perfection. Don't be too carried away. Oh, I didn't do it right. I didn't do this. Don't be too carried away. Focus on the things that are more important. Trust that good system produce results over time. And this is very important for people who are actually into a business, and especially a business that work with a system. I'm sure you all will understand what I'm saying. You got to trust that. Very important. I don't know who is listening to me, but I'm telling you, in order for you to build big, in order for you to build, you need to trust in the system. Because the result is going to come over time. And if you need more explanation on that, you can always contact me, send an email, and I will break that down further for you. Because many don't know, many lacks knowledge, but the fact that they believe that they do is the problem, and is the reason why there is a limitation in front of them, because they can't see through. Goals: get a promotion. What is it that you want to get that will get you excited, that'll make you feel proud of yourself? Is it promotion in your work? Is it promotion in your business? Is it promotion in like maybe customers, more clients? Either you're a tailor, more clients for you. You're a makeup artist, more clients. Even these days, I will tell you, to the list of the job, people are studying. To the list of the job, people will study for it. I remember some times ago, but in Nigeria, I remember one of my sisters, she said to me that, she wants to learn how to cook. She had to go to catering school to go learn. Not that she can learn the normal African dishes. Not because she hasn't been in her mom's kitchen. Not because those days they didn't put us in the kitchen and teach us how to cook. I want to become a tailor. Go to an effective school. Because if you can invest in yourself, then trust me, There's nowhere that you can go. See, many people will go to Tim Horton, buy Tim Hortons, just $1 something. I need a coffee. I need a medium coffee, a large coffee. They buy that. It's not a problem for them to buy that. Some people will drink it from Monday to Sunday without looking back, without every day they go to Tim Hortons to go get that. And at the end of the day, you ask them, what is the investment you put in yourself just to buy ordinary book to read? Then you will see where they will start up with negative mindset. Oh no, I don't need that book. Oh no, I don't need a book to be successful. Who told you that? You got to educate your mind. You got to educate your mind. If you don't, you screwed up. Even though you make it, you're still going to make it on an average level. But if you want more, you got to invest in yourself, and you got to do it wisely. You got to do the right thing for yourself. So 3 tasks I excel, at this week, plus 1 feedback conversation will help you. So this is an example of something that you need to work on, that will get you excited, that will keep you going. You need that. And if what you're doing is not giving you excitement, then there's a problem. You need to look for alternative to do something else, a goal, or anything. All right. And then the last one I'm going to be sharing with us, okay, just for time, the last one I'm going to be sharing with us is, oh my, oh my, oh my. The last thing I'm going to share with us is, let vision guide you, but let action drives you. What do I mean by that? Start with a compelling why, but don't wait for perfect condition. Don't wait for perfect timing. Don't wait until everything is right, because if you wait, you are going to waste your time. I'm telling you. Go ask the people that you know that they've waited for perfect time. Go ask them that did they end up achieving that thing? Did it cost them more or not? Go ask them. We're talking real. We're talking real. Start with a compelling why. Let your vision, let it be your guidance to where you're going. But most importantly, your action should drive you. The amount of effort that you put in, it matters a lot. Write a simple 1 sentence, vision for your career or even for your life, where you want to be in the next 5 years. I have a friend of mine. I remember back, I can't remember the year. I remember that friend of mine told me that, oh, Nini, in the next 10 years, this is where I'm gonna be. This is what I want to be. And at the same time, I have another friend as well that told me the same thing. About 3 of us. And I will tell you that action works a lot. There's still one that is still like, I'm not where I need to be yet. See, these things are real. You need to think. You need to think. You think you're just living your day to day, and it's okay. It's not okay. Things are going to work for you. I'm telling you, you're going to get a job. You're going to have a good job. You're going to have some cash in your hand. You're going to pay your bills. And at the end of the day, what is left with your life? What else do you do with our life? See, these are important things that we need to sit down and reflect on and have a deep thought about. How do you want your 60s to be? How do you want your 70 to be? Many Africans in Canada, they don't even think about retirement. That's the funniest thing. They don't even think about where they want to be when they retire. They don't even think about retirement. They don't. And the reality is that, you know, they just go day to day, day to day, day to day. And when they hit that time, that's when they begin to have a reflection of what their life has been. Oh, on the mistakes, on the decisions that they should have made. Like I said, the power to achieve, to do great, is in your hand. The choices that you made is what is going to lead you to where you are going. Because the ones you made before is the one that gets you to where you are now. Either good, either bad. It's all in your hands. And then, break down into tiny or regular actions. The things that you want to do. Focus on momentum over, just you mastering a particular thing. Focus on the momentum. See, momentum is powerful. It is very, very powerful. You know, an example that I will give you is this. When it comes to vision, I want to become a respected thought leader, you know. And in order for you to do that, daily action, write down or post 100 words a day for 30 days. Your vision set the compass, but action moves the needle. Very important. Very important. When you have a plan, don't just have the plan down, but take action. You need to take action. When you have the plan, you need to take action. Because when you take action, you are going to see the results that you want. And like I said, the power to achieve, to do great, is in your hand. And I just wish you all the best. And I just hope that you make the right choice for your life. You make the right choice, the right decision. You don't limit yourself. You don't let others project their fears on you. You make right choices. When people shake you left and right, when they bring obstacle to you left and right, they shake you. When life itself shake you, you stand, and you stand firm. Because why? You know where you're going. You know the plans that you have for your life, and you know the visions that guide you. So I just want to say, you know, I'm going to finish with what I started with. A goal without a plan is just a wish. I don't want you to just have a wish. I want you to take action towards your goal. And without being said, you know, I just want to wish you all the best this evening. I just want you to have great time, and most importantly, share the speaker show. Don't let this be for you alone. Share with others. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know the situations in their life. You don't know. You have no idea. But you can be a blessing to someone when you share. So please share the video, click on the notification button on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok, on Instagram. We're right there. And let's just have a very wonderful time. And I just wish you all the best. And without being said, I remain the host, of the Speaker Show, Nini Olafatai. Thank you for joining me tonight and have a very, very lovely evening. Bye for now. And I will see you all next week. Let's have a great time next week. So come early. Let's be prepared. Let's have a great time, like I said. All right. See you next week.